Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
The Kwangdong Freecs against NongShim REDFORCE, and the Freecs are coming from the blue side with Dudu on Cassante, Cuss on Nocturne, Bulldog on Oriana, Bull on Seraphine, and Andal on Senna. On NongShim they're going with Dindin on Jax, Sylvie on Trundle, Call Me on Azir, Jiwoo on Lucian, and Peter on Melio. 3 minutes into the game, Sylvie comes in on a Trundle, the pillar pops up, and down goes Bulldog, first blood drawn by Sylvie. The first 3 grums go to KDF, the first dragon goes to NongShim, and then we take a look at Sylvie's, followed by Andal, and in comes Cuss on the Nocturne with a Paranoia. Andal picks up the kill on the center, Cuss gets shoveled in, but flashes onto safe ground. And we go through the objectives. The second 3 of White Grums goes to NongShim, the second dragon as well. Chem takes Solid will be later on. NongShim, they also tear on the first and the second turret of the game. KDF, they answer back with the top lane outer after 16 minutes. And then it is the Herald, landing in the pockets of KDF, and we go in for potential soul point. Cuss flies in and he steals the objective. Soul point denied, and in the mid lane, we can have a short peek at Shelly. She was crushing into the outer turret, and after almost 21 minutes, NongShim, they tear down the tier 1 on the top lane. About 2 minutes later, it's Call Me with the Shurima shuffle. He finds Andal. Senna pops, but Call Me gets pulled in by the shockwave of Bulldog. Chant by Bull's encore, then taken out by Dudu. Jiwoo will also find a screen grayed out on KDF. They tear down this turret in the end as well. Battle between Dudu and Dundun. Dundun uses flash and leaps into safety, but we take a look at topside river, where Cuss takes out Call Me. And then it is Cuss again after 27 minutes. He goes in with the Paranoia, then the nice spell shield off the Shroud of Darkness. Bulldog, Bull, and Andal there closing in. Sylvie can use his flash, gets into safe ground, but Call Me, he's taken out by Andal. And then it is the inner turret in the top lane gone as well. We speed ramp a little bit through this. It's KDF, they tear down 2 inner turrets in the mid and in the top lane. Dundun answers back with the inner in the bot lane. And then it is Cuss taking the Chemtech Dragon buff for the 3rd time already. 3 Chemtech buffs for KDF for this very shield-heavy team comp. And we see Cuss flying in. Call Me goes into the Zonyas, but still, he's caught, he's trapped, he's taken out, and KDF, they now turn in to burn down the purple worm. NongShim, they go and trying somehow to deny this purple buff. But look at this Chemtech Dragon empowered shields of Dudu on the Cassante. He's barely scratched. And this team fight turns into a calamity for NongShim. Only Dindin, who was split pushing, is still alive. He comes out of the fountain seeing the disaster rolling towards him. KDF, they pick up some last kills before they pick up game 1. Game number 2, this time it is NongShim coming in from the blue side with Dindin on Cassante, Sylvie on Viego, Call Me on Azir, Jiwoo on Senna, and Peter on Nautilus. On KDF, they come in with Dudu on Poppy, Cuss on Trundle, Bulldog on Corky, Bull on Draven, and Andal on Renata. The first Grumpies are picked up by NongShim. The first dragon goes to KDF, and we take a look in the bot lane. It's a handshake onto Jiwoo, and then the whirling death of Bull for the first blood drawn by the Draven. The second trio of White Grumps goes to KDF, and we go in for the second dragon. Peter with the dredge line, then hostile takeoff at the whirling death, dealing so much damage. Peter and Sylvie are running for their lives. The dragon gets picked up by Cuss, then tries to take out Peter, but Call Me goes in on the Azir with the shuffle. Dundun follows on a Cassante, takes out Bull, but Call Me falls as well. Cuss, he drowns in the river as well, and on the top side screen it is Jiwoo on the Senna, cleaning up the mess. And then we take a look at the battle between Dudu and Dundun. The Poppy with a heroic charge. The Dawning Shadow flies in, but Dudu, he flashes the W of the Cassante and takes out Dundun. And on the topside river, there's Peter with the dredge line into the depth charge. He knocks up Cuss. The Trundle goes into the bailout, no chance to come out of there alive. And out is NongShim hunting down the rest. Andal, he falls next to the stolen pillar of Sylvie. Bulldog will find his way out of there alive. And on the bot lane it is Dudu tearing down this outer turret. 17 minutes into the game, Peter with a flash dredge line, but here's the package delivered by Bulldog. The hostile takeover is huge, and now the tables turn on this fight. Peter will find his screen grayed out on KDF. Half a minute later, they collect soul point. NongShim can destroy the top lane outer turret, and this bot lane outer as well by the help of an old school headbutt from Shelly. And now there's Sylvie going in on Bull, and Andal, I'm not sure about it, there's just no follow-up, he's all alone. Bull picks up his third kill, and we go in for the purple worm. It is already burning down. Andal goes in with a hostile takeover. And Bulldog, he finds Sigalanji with a whirling death on his way back. Takes out Cormy as well. 2 men down. Sylvie looking around for miracles, but he will be taken out by Bull. The Kwangdong Freecs with a purple buff, and Bull with 5 kills on the Draven. And we go in for potential Dragon Soul. Peter going into the pit, knocks up Cuss. And then it is the Dawning Shadow to take out the Trundle. But then Jiwoo gets taken out in return by Bulldog the Dragon. Gets killed by Sylvie. Coming with a shuffle onto Bull and Andal. Bull goes down. Andal, he's low. He's into the bailout, but he gets out of there because Dudu and Bulldog find the kill on Peter. Bulldog even making it out of there alive in the end. Almost took out Dundun as well. And as we see the replay, the inner turret in the mid lane is crumbling on the sides of NongShim. And then it is Comey pulled in by the handshake, uses his phalanx, runs for the hills, but here comes a spinning axe from Bull. Kill number 7 for the Kwangdong ADC. And after 28 minutes, it is Dudu in the bot lane against pretty much everybody of NongShim. But this leaves a purple worm all alone for KDF to be taken. And they collect the purple buff, move down towards the Dragon Pit, but Sylvie and the rest of NongShim, they are faster, they pick up the Hextech Dragon. But still, KDF, they won't be unhappy about the trade, tearing down this inner turret as well. A minute later, this Cuss on the Trundle, hooked by Peter, and then knocked out by his ultimate, and down goes the Trundle. No subjugate in the world could have helped him. And now there's Dudu going in with a Poppycopter. He sends away Sylvie, but he's now at half-life. The Poppy has to flash away. KDF looking for the hills to run to, and then it is a shuffle of Comey going in, but he misses Bull. He flashes, takes out the Azir. The whirling death is huge. The tables are about to turn on this fight, but Bull, he's getting a little bit too overzealous, running in as if he would be a frontliner. Bulldog barely makes it out of there alive. KDF again on the back foot. They have to give up this outer turret, but still, they have a comfortable gold lead of 7,000. We skip 3 minutes to see a whirling death that connects only to Comey and only once. Pete on an Nautilus in a little bit of trouble there, but he's not the primary target. He will be sent back by the Keeper's Verdict. And out is Comey again, sending out his phalanx, but he will be taken out by Bull and KDF. Finally, they pick up the Hextech Dragon Soul. And just half a minute later, the next purple worm, the third one already, they tear down the outer turret in the bot lane, and we stick with the scene a little bit longer to see how they destroy the first structure inside of the base. The inhibitor goes down, Bullock uses the package, won't deliver much harm, but just himself into a better position. Pretty much the opposite of what causes in the Dawning Shadow. Takes him out. KDF, they're on the back foot. They stay in the jungle. NongShim, they split up, and so it is Comey all alone in the bot lane against 4 Freecs, and they're on the manhunt, taking out the Azir for a 7th time already, and after almost 38 minutes. Here come the Freecs through the top lane, looking for an angle to crack open the base. Furthermore, they won't find it there. They're on towards the mid lane and take the inhib turret at least, and we go in for the Elder Dragon. It is burning down, and Sylvie, he won't find a way past the Warden, past the Poppy. Dudu sends him away. KDF, they take the Elder Dragon, and they take another purple worm, and with both buffs, they're now pretty much in cruise control, looking for the Nexus next. NongShim there in a pretty futile position. And we take a look at the whirling death. Comey, he goes into the Zonios, comes out of it, the first Nexus turret goes down, and everything is turning into a slaughterhouse around the Nexus. KDF picking up the last kills before they take the W in the series.